According to a report that was released not so long ago, the value of XRP has skyrocketed to an astounding $1,427. The adoption of this milestone is expected to be attributed to 30% of the world's banking institutions, which is a number that may at first appear to be quite low. It is important to note that this figure represents a sizable share of the banking business worldwide. Despite the fact that we have all the evidence to back up the exciting assertion that Ripple is interacting with almost 1/3 of the world's banks in today's episode, the question still remains. It would appear that these financial institutions are not tapping into the full potential of Ripple. Let's delve deeper into this topic and discuss it in greater detail. The topic of discussion for today will also include a discussion of a recent piece of news. Ripple is expected to go public by the end of March, according to this information. As the month of March draws to a close, there is a possibility that action will send XRPs. One of the potential outcomes of this action is that the price of XRPs could skyrocket to an astounding $8.97 in a little over a month. Let's check in as promptly as possible. I am in need of a minor favor. If you would like to become a part of our incredible community, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell notification. SBI Holdings is responsible for around 4% of all deposits made through worldwide accounts in the world's banking system. This argues that in the big plan of things, SBI might represent a substantial 4% of the 30% of the worldwide banking industry that might possibly utilize Ripple's technology, albeit a relatively tiny part. On the other hand, this suggests that in the long term, in the grand scheme of things, this suggests that, as part of the global picture, Ripple has also made a significant agreement in Brazil by working together with the Brazilian central bank to launch its on-demand liquidity services. This is an important contribution to the global picture. Taking into consideration the recent conversations we had regarding the RCK countries, you might remember our conversation from the video before this one if you observed me standing there. Demand liquidity and digital currencies issued by central banks, also known as CBDCs, are the means by which Ripple establishes direct connections across all of its member nations, including China, South Africa, and Brazil. By utilizing demand liquidity and digital currencies that are issued by central banks, CBDCs, Ripple establishes a direct connection between Russia and India. When the gross domestic product of the world is compared to that of the British nations alone, it is found that the British nations account for almost 29% of the total economic production of the world. An intriguing option is brought to light by this, should the countries of the United Kingdom decide to work together. My last video provided a comprehensive overview of the massive potential repercussions that could be caused by Ripple, as well as the ongoing attempts to include CBDCs into the XRP ledger. Due to the fact that it plays such an important part in the evolving financial ecosystem, the significance of the XRP ledger cannot be overstated in this particular context. The potential for technological ripples is becoming ever more obvious as we prepare for the next bull market. This is because of the rationale stated above. Following the revelation that was made public by the Federal Reserve, there was a significant shift in the conversation that surrounded Ripple's developing role in the global financial technology industry. They stated that XRP and XLM might potentially play a significant role in strengthening the blockchain that would serve as the foundation for their forthcoming FedNow payment system. This new development was highlighted by the Federal Reserve, which cited the collaboration with the Metal blockchain as an important step toward the implementation of a seamless conversion of fiat currencies to stable currencies, thereby closing the gap. Traditional banking institutions are in stark contrast to the decentralized financial industry, which stands in stark opposition to them. It is now possible for Americans to make immediate domestic payments through the use of digital Bitcoin wallets or third-party applications such as Venmo and PayPal, but the FedNow service is almost ready to entirely transform this market. During the pilot phase of the platform, more than 120 organizations have already signed up to utilize it. These organizations include well-known corporations such as U.S. Bank and Exchange Bank, in addition to a variety of payment processors and solution providers. This new discovery marks a significant turning point in the process of combining conventional banking with the cutting-edge sector of decentralized finance, as well as the growing adoption and inclusion of blockchain technology in conventional financial services. It is expected that Ripple, a leading participant in the field of distributed ledger technology and solutions for international payments, would play a big role in the future. The Federal Reserve is currently in charge of a project that is well known for its blockchain-powered network that simplifies and saves money, similar to Stellar Lumen's XL. This project is currently being coordinated by the Federal Reserve. At this moment, it is plausible that the Federal Reserve will incorporate global transactions. In barely 8 hours, the narrative takes a turn that is particularly engaging. A headline provided a concise summary of the financial technology, which led to an astounding increase in its worth to $1,427, as stated in the article. This level of adoption indicates that there is a colossal demand for XRP, which has caused its price to skyrocket to heights that have never been seen before, along with a surging market value. Not only does the rise of XRP represent a victory for Ripple, but it also represents the possibility of a bonanza for investors. Adding a dramatic update to the story is the news that XRP's market penetration is poised to reach this 30% threshold. This raises the likelihood of considerably larger adoption throughout the global financial landscape, which is a significant development. A month ago, there were rumors that indicated that the number of transactions involving XRP will top $1.2 quadrillion, which could potentially drive its price up to $10,000. An indisputable revelation has been made that financial institutions are beginning to make extensive use of the XRP ledger and its digital assets, which is a sign of a momentous revolution. The plan to repurchase Ripple's shares is now a reality, and its development is occurring at a rate that is faster than anyone could have anticipated. It is no longer merely a matter of speculation. The cryptocurrency is being actively purchased by Ripple, the business that was responsible for its creation. The fact that Ripple launched a small-scale buyback and retired around 1 billion XRP is demonstrated by a report that was published not too long ago. Taking this move displays a high level of confidence in the value of XRP and its future prospects. As the story progresses within the context of the financial ecosystem, it becomes clear that the Federal Reserve is actively interested in incorporating XRP as a working mechanism. The repercussions of this are enormous, as it is the foundation upon which the global payment system is built. It is possible that the value of XRP may skyrocket to between $112,000 and $222,000 per coin after central banks take WID into consideration. The fact that XRP's worth has increased demonstrates how revolutionary it might be in terms of altering the landscape of global finance. Moreover, the findings of Google indicate that this pattern is correct. The pattern is providing further evidence that the Federal Reserve intends to employ XRP as a worldwide payment option due to the distinctive qualities that it possesses. As time goes on, it is becoming increasingly obvious that the Federal Reserve has its sights set on XRP cryptocurrency. Several weeks ago, the Federal Reserve announced that it intends to implement XRP in accordance with the ISO 4217 standards on a global scale. The implementation of this ambitious plan was initially slated to take place by the end of 2023. However, it was met with unanticipated delays, which hindered the broad usage of XRP as a fully recognized currency soon after it received regulatory approval. Ripple and XRP have reached a key milestone as a result of these advancements, which places them at the vanguard of financial innovation and has the potential to redefine the landscape of global payments. At the moment, governments and central banks are producing XRP alongside important currencies like the United States dollar, the euro, the British pound, and the Canadian dollar. However, the plot is becoming more complicated as more information emerges regarding the Federal Reserve's ambitions to actively exploit the XRP digital asset insights from Google. In his capacity as a government official who advocates for the establishment of a sidechain using XR's public chain, Kikuchi has made certain recommendations that readers have brought to their attention. KG, a specialist in the field, believes that this strategy would make it possible for money from the Federal Reserve to interact directly with developments in the private sector.